स्वामी शिक्षण प्रसारक मंडळs Shri Kumarswami College Ausa welcomes all the honorable dignitaries and participants here on the virtual dais for the international webinar. The topic of today's international webinar is how we create our reality. As you know very well, the college Shri Kumarswami College Ausa has been conducting a long series of webinars, national and international. Till today, it has covered a variety of topics related with different fields. The theme of webinar series is Women Empowerment, Women Dignity and Environmental Conservation. The webinar series has been started on the occasion of the Golden Jubilee year of the institution. The objectives of the webinar series are to give and take knowledge, to have intellectual discussions among to find out answers to questions and solutions to problems. This can help to the individuals, the society and the nation. The webinar series is going on very smoothly, successfully, without any institution. In the beginning of this international webinar, I welcome Honorable Principal Dr. M. Ambedkar sir as the chairperson of this webinar. Today I am very happy to inform you all that we have the honorable dignitary and keynote speaker Rima Al Taki ma'am from United Arab Emirates. She is going to enlighten us on the topic how we create our reality. On behalf of the organizing committee of National and International Webinar Series, Shri Kumarswami College Ausa, I heartily welcome you ma'am as an invited speaker for this international webinar. I also welcome all honorable organizing committee members, including Vice Principal Dr. S.D. Misal sir, Junior College Supervisor Ravindra Karanje sir, MCVC Supervisor Praveen Udge sir, IQAC Coordinator Dr. Sanjay Kali sir, Dr. Anita Dhole ma'am, Dr. Sudhir Garad sir, Ambadas Killari sir, Dr. Patwari sir and Dr. Wadkar sir. We all are here to listen the keynote speech by the honorable speaker, but prior to it, it would be pertinent to have the introduction of the keynote speaker. So I request Dr. Anita Dhole ma'am for the introduction of the chief guest and the resource person. Please ma'am, welcome.
Thank you sir. Good evening everyone. You are welcome to this grand national and international webinar series. On occasion of Golden Jubilee year of the college, Shri Kumarswami Mahavidyalaya Ausa has organized a wonderful grand knowledge sharing webinar series with the aim of women empowerment and women dignity. So I am very thankful to respected principal for giving me this opportunity to introduce resource person are joining very regularly from all over India and abroad also, and that's why the series is. So it's my pleasure. I am here to introduce today's keynote speaker, Honorable Rima Al Taki ma'am from United Arab Emirates. Title of speech is How We Create Our Reality. Rima ma'am has completed bachelor's degree in agricultural and food products processing from Damascus University. She is working as coordinator in higher colleges of technology from 12 years. She also chaired as assessments coordinator SEHA project for 2 years and worked as ICDL coordinator. She has top skills like personal development management, leading positive change, etc. And she knows languages like English and Arabic. So with this brief introduction, I request today's keynote speaker, Honorable Rima ma'am, please start your speech. Thank you. Welcome ma'am.
Sure, am I? Yes. Now you can hear me, right?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much, Anita. Good evening, everybody, and thank you for this invitation. It's my pleasure, and I'm honored actually to be presenting this topic today with you. And thank you for this introduction, Anita. So now, as usual, and let me just introduce myself as I work at the Higher College of Technology actually since 2010, but today I'm here as Rima. Rima as a life coach certified by Tony Robbins Official Training School, and I'm also a hypnotherapist from Dave Ellman Institution from USA. This work is my passion definitely, and today I'm here to share with you the knowledge, I will say, not information actually, the knowledge that we need, the knowledge that helps us to recreate the reality that we want, to make our lives the way that we want, and to live the reality that we deserve. And actually, I'm not sure if I can start my presentation or wait for others to join.
No, you can start, madam. They will join regularly. You can start. They will join as per their convenient. Okay, ma'am.
Yes, for sure. And it's my first time with the Google Meet, so bear with me, please, if I did not know how to use this technology for a while. But I always start my presentations with questions that make us think about our lives and ourselves. My question that I want to start with today, let me just share my screen with you. And sharing my screen, that means I cannot see you guys, okay? But you still can see me. How we create our reality. And my question is, why is my life as is? Why am I experiencing this particular reality? And I would like actually to have some answers with the chat. I will be following with you. Yes, good evening. Why is my life as is? Why am I experiencing this reality? And the question is for you. Anyone who has an answer can share with us. Happy always. That's great. Usually people, they ask this question actually, but not in that way. When they are desperate, they say, why am I experiencing this? What have I done? Why my life the way it is? Ask this question at certain stage of our lives. What kind of answers did you get? To believe? Okay, believe. Oh, that's the perfect answer that I'm waiting for. Is it really because of life situations? So are you saying that we have no control about life situations, correct? So most of the people actually, they think that yes, what is happening and what are they experiencing in their lives because of the circumstances, situations. Is it really true? Other answer, you got the right answer. Yes, there is no right or wrong, definitely, for this question. There is no right or wrong answer, but how we react to the situations, correct? Not the situations itself. And here we can start I will go just like for this mode. Okay, look at this formula. Most of the people actually, they think that the circumstance, plus person equal the outcome, person's reality. But to challenge this formula, the right formula is circumstance plus person's reaction equal the outcome. The way we react to the situation, it's not about the situation. It's not about the circumstances. It's about how we react, how we take the situation or what is happening in our lives. So this is the correct formula. And this is what creates the outcome that we are experiencing in our lives. Reaction means, or reaction is, the meaning that we give to the event. Events will keep happening, circumstances will keep changing, situations will keep occurring, but it's always about our reaction to what is really happening in our life. Most of the time, not aware of them. Let's just go and see these hidden forces. We have these forces that not only shape our lives, affect everything that we are experiencing. Some forces are on the long term, other forces are on the short term. The long term, it's our map of reality. Every one of us has his own map of reality. What makes this map? It's our psychological needs and it's our belief system. There are also the values, definitely. Values and belief system, actually, we make them, we create them, we receive them, we shape them at the very beginning of our childhood. So, the psychological needs, our belief system, it's about how we are meeting these needs. What do we do to meet our psychological needs? Of course, we take actions, we behave, this behavior and these actions actually will lead to consequences that we are experiencing. How we meet these needs. Our belief system, it's how we perceive the world. What do you believe about your world? What do you believe about the world? And what do you believe about yourself? What do you believe also about what do you really want in this life? This belief system will lead us to take specific actions, behaviors, and of course, our actions will lead to certain consequences. And this will lead to our own reality. This chart is at the long term. But what really affects our daily life on the short term is our state. The mindset, the inner state. What creates this state is our thoughts, emotions, and the meaning that we give to whatever is happening in our lives, whatever we are experiencing in this life. It's about what we see. It's about how we see. Where do we focus? Where our focus right now? Is it about or is it on the missing things in our lives? Or our focus is on things that we really, and we do have, and we can get more. So it's about what we see, how we see. Of course, that shape our behavior, make us take actions, lead to certain consequences, and creating our own reality. The shortcut, let's say, the shortcut about the hidden forces that really shape our lives. Most of these forces we are not aware of. And that's why we think that it's about situations. No, it's about in our inner world. And these are the components of our inner world. And if you look at these things, of course we can control them. Of course we can change them. Of course we can recreate. We can reprogram ourselves for better and for better lives. In life is determined by our inner world, thoughts, beliefs, feelings, and decisions. Now, this is the reality. We have the inner world and we have the outer world. The outer world created by whatever we are experiencing in our inner world. The ideas that we have, the imagination that we visualize, the feelings that we are experiencing when we are thinking of those ideas or vision, let's say. Intentions, decisions. These are the most effective components that create our behavior and, of course, our results. How good your inner world is determines how good your life is. And saying about good, it's not about being a good person. It's not what I mean here. How good your inner world is, how strong beliefs that you have that support you in the direction that you want to be in. How many limiting beliefs do you have? Or you allow these limiting beliefs to guide you, to prevent you from reaching your goals or the standard of life that you really want. So how good your inner world is determines how good your life is. Most of the time, unfortunately, most people, they don't pay attention to this. They just keep going and going in life in a circle sometimes, same patterns, leading to same results, maybe different situations, but at the end, same result. And I'm not reaching where I really want to be. And when I ask people actually about why have you not achieved your goals? Or when we ask ourselves, why was my goal not achieved? What reasons do usually people give for not achieving their goals? Can I just have, I will pause here the presentation and I will take some answers to this question. I really want to know.
They show their own excuses, which is not a reality actually, because they try to just give something which is not really fulfilled or not getting their particular goal to be achieved, because time matters, they don't do things in the right time, and thereby they fail in their objective, their goal, not achieving the goal.
Okay, thank you for your answer. Thank you for sharing. Can I have other answers? Anyone can share with us you need to get there.
Excuse me, ma'am. Myself, Dr. Shukla. I think the people lose their determination behind it, and there are several distractions nowadays, and people start moving along with the other distractions, or maybe the objective of others per person, and they forget about their own objective, and that is what I feel they cannot reach up to that target line. Thank you.
That's a great answer. Thank you for sharing. Actually, determination, I will high expectation. This is another answer. So we have determination, not enough efforts, high expectation. What else? Definitely you had goals, maybe you did not achieve, or you still have goals you really want to achieve. We all experience this, but what was really missing? Did we know that?
Planning is missing, the most important planning.
Management
Planning is very
also,
important.
time management, sometimes people, yes, they
Planning
lack
is very
of
aspect. Yeah,
management.
lack of planning. Actually, where we are and where we want to go, that they cannot decide it, and thereby they simply stuck up in between.
Okay, okay. Thank you for these answers. Let's see. What do they usually say? Now, lack of resources. It's lack of resources. But let's see the examples that they give. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough experience. I don't have enough certificates. I don't have all the needed connections, let's say. I don't have the right manager. If I have a business, then my business is not doing well or not going to the level that I want it to be. Maybe I will say I don't have the right manager. I don't have enough or good marketing. It's all the lack of resources, but what is the common here about these resources? These are outer resources. People, they say they lack of resources. The lack of resources is the reason why they haven't achieved their goals. And these resources are the outer resources. But don't you agree with me that, let's see the inner resources. Don't you think that if we are creative enough, intelligent enough, can't we find a way to get money? If we have, if we have enough resistance, don't you think that we can find time? Don't you think that if we are passionate enough, can't we overcome the experience factor? Or if we have the communication skills, can't we create or make connections? Or enough confidence maybe, so we can make tough decisions that we need. All of these are inner resources. Not achieving our goals has nothing to do with lack of outer resources. It's all within. It's all within.
Madam, can you call it as initiative? Lack of initiative can be put up in one basket. Or what you four things you have shown is that if you have initiative, if you have guts, all these things can be overcome easily.
Can you just raise your voice if you don't
No.
mind, please? Because
No, I mean to say that all those points which showed in your PPT slide, those can be put into one word. That lack of attitude is important. If you have positive attitude, all can be overcome. All those things which you shown in slide, that can be overcome if you have positive attitude.
yes.
Well, that's what my
I
message
agree
is.
with you.
Lack of resources.
Yes.
Other thing you show that slide that you can do the time management. Everything can be done if you have a positive attitude. You can make anything, any big wonder can be made with the positive attitude.
Actually, why I'm sharing this, why I'm showing this, uses not for not achieving their goals. I just want many people to be aware of what is happening, what is really, or what is the truth. What is the truth? That we can't just give many excuses for not achieving our goals. There will always be excuses for not doing something or not achieving something, or everything has an excuse. We can use them. But is it really helpful? Does that help us to reach where we want to reach, or we want to be, or to be where we want to be? It's not. It's definitely not. So, the true success formula, it's 80% psychological aspect, 20% skills. This is the truth. And that's why when we want to work on a project, let's say we have a business and we want to work on a project, we have to put that effort to build the human being before the project. We want to pay attention to what are, let's say, the members of our team. What kind of mindset do they have? What kind of thoughts do they have or thinking most of the time? What is the quality of their inner world? Even what is their belief system? About the success, about money, about business, about achieving. All of this what matters. This what creates the right success. I will say the easy success. So, see where people are stuck actually. And why most of them, they cannot change their reality. Because they think that they cannot. They believe that they cannot. And they think that it's out of their control. So here's the reality, okay? I will give an example so we can use this chart in a better way. Let's say someone has finance problems, okay? He's in debt. This is his reality right now, okay? What kind of thoughts this person has? Most of the time, I will not say all the time, most of the time, he's thinking about how to pay his bills, about the loan, about the responsibilities, about how to manage his money. Most of the time, this is what is he doing and thinking about. And this kind of thoughts, what kind of emotions will create? Of course, he will be, let's say, in stress, anger, fear. He will be desperate maybe, depressed. And these emotions will lead him to take specific actions because we act on how we feel. Your actions when you are angry is completely different than your actions when you are in love or when you are determined or when you are afraid. You have completely different actions. So our actions determined by the emotions that we are experiencing in that moment. Because we decide upon our emotions, we take decisions. When we are in that state, when we are in a different state, we will make different decisions, and these decisions will lead us to take different actions, and those actions will lead to a specific reality. In this case, in my example, these thoughts, these emotions, these actions will lead to the same reality because he is still going in here, in this circle. All that he sees actually the reality that he is in, that he has finance problems. Thinking all the time, most of the time about this. How to break this? We'll start with an idea. It's a new idea. It's not the same results that I'm experiencing in my reality. Thinking about my reality is useless. It's completely useless, and I cannot even say that it's thinking. It's just a busy mind. It's just a busy mind. Thinking, that means I'm creating. I'm thinking about creating something new. But thinking about my own reality, my situation, the current situation, I have an idea and I know what I want. Most of the time, I'm thinking about what I want, how to do this, how to reach this. And I'm just like one idea to lead to another idea, different thoughts. All what I'm thinking of or about is what I want. And when I'm thinking about what I want, what kind of emotions I will be having. Great, good, I will say emotions. I will be excited, joy, motivated. And with this quality of emotions, I will take new actions or different actions. When I'm determined, when I'm excited, when I am confident, when I'm in joy. So I will take these actions on these emotions, and these actions will take me to what I want. And definitely I can create a new reality. Today's talk or workshop, I will say, it's not about how to create, it's about knowing or having the knowledge of what's going on and why I'm experiencing this reality. Yes, is there any question?
Madam, what you said, I slightly have a different opinion. That when you show the ethic of psychological aspect, when you are surrounded by the different environmental factors, different environment, I think this reality, your action and thought can be easily converted into reality. What I think that environmental influences also play a very significant role in getting our reality fulfilled.
Yes,
What is your take on?
Actually, it's we always will be surrounded with maybe people who don't support our vision, or sometimes people who don't believe in us, and sometimes people who will keep saying and telling us to see the reality that we are living in. Maybe they will tell us like, you are dreaming, it's not possible. No, this is the reality and this is where you have to be. And okay, let's agree with them. If I stayed in that reality, if everything that I see is my reality, how can I move on to a new reality? There is no way. There is no way to create or move on to a new reality when I'm focusing on my reality, the current reality, the reality that I will not say I don't want, I'm not satisfied with. I have the full right. I have the full right to be fully satisfied, to be fully. And it's about the choices that we are taking and making. I will not go to decisions, because when I mention the word decision, people, they think about big decisions or crossroads or major decisions. I'm talking about choices. And it's really about daily choices. And it starts with, where do I focus on? It's my choice.
When you said that about 80% psychological factors, what comes under the psychology? What is the most significant psychological factors? 20% you attribute to something else, but what 80% what it covers actually? Could you just highlight on that?
Okay. Actually, thank you so much for sharing. I will discussions and go more into details more. It's my pleasure actually to answer your questions. Now, when I'm saying, and I showed you these two circles, now, how do we choose here what I want, from where can I create this new idea? It's by using my conscious mind. It's by using my conscious mind. But what determines everything that happens in my life is my subconscious mind. It's so easy for my conscious mind to say, I want this and that and that. Let's go and get a model. Presented for the first time by Dr. Thurman Fleet, and he created this mind model. Make it easy for us to understand and to see what's going on in our life and how to change, how to create a new reality. Now we have this conscious mind, subconscious mind, and the body. Of course, our conscious mind is to realize things, the awareness. We are aware of things. We are aware of the existence itself by our conscious mind. Our conscious mind, of course, adds meanings. Whatever is happening in my life, I give the meaning, I choose the meaning that I give to this event by using my conscious mind. same event, 10 people experience that event in 10 different ways because they have different programs. Same event will lead to 10 different results because each one of them is the ability to accept or reject ideas. Now, you hear some ideas, some you like, others you don't like. It's up to you what to accept, what to reject. So our conscious mind has that ability. And this is the most important function of our conscious mind. Has the ability to create new ideas. It can be always on the creating mode. Every single second we can create new ideas. But most of us are lazy, of course. We don't do this quite often. But this is the job of our conscious mind. Now, let's see our subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind is responsible for the automatic life-sustaining functions. Of course, when I'm sleeping, I don't need to tell my mind to, tell my body to breathe, tell my lungs to take oxygen, or tell my heart to beat. It's run by my subconscious mind. And it doesn't stop. It's always active. Especially when we are sleeping. Now, our subconscious mind doesn't have the ability to accept or reject because this is the job of our conscious mind. Whatever your conscious mind tells your subconscious mind, that is a law to it. Accept always. Saying that I am a very successful coach, I am a very successful person, your subconscious, because our subconscious mind thinks that this is what you want. This is what you are saying. So this is what you want. Easy. So it doesn't have the ability to accept or reject. Whatever you put in your subconscious mind will accept it. And here's the power that we have. Our subconscious mind also is the center of our emotions. That's why they call it sometimes it's the heart or the spirit. Now, our body, of course, we take actions by the body. It's about the behavior, it's about our health, it's about how people respond to you, to your energy. So, by the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and the body we take actions by using our body leads to specific results. Now I'm explaining what I have showed you in those two circles. Now, I am experiencing some results in my reality. Let's go with this said to James Allen, the great James Allen. The outer conditions of a person's life will always be found to be harmoniously related to his inner state. Men don't attract that which they are. So they don't attract that which they want, but that which they are. And which they are is written, stored, hidden in our subconscious mind, not in the conscious mind. Now, let's see. This subconscious mind, what's going on in it? This is the mind of, let's say, a child, okay, or a baby. When we born, we don't have the ability to realize things, to critical thinking. We don't have this when we are children. subconscious, pure subconscious. And that's why we accept everything we receive. And we receive whatever thoughts, visions, pictures, laws, of course, by our environment. And the very first environment is our home, our parents, then our relatives, then the school, teachers, then the society. Here, at this age, let's say from 0 to 7, sometimes to 9, age, let's say from 0 to 7, sometimes to 9, we are observers and absorbers. We observe whatever is happening around us, and we store that in a certain way. We store whatever we are experiencing or seeing or hearing in our own way, and most of the time that doesn't, of course, match of what is really happening. So, whatever have been said to us at that age, we store that in our subconscious mind. That's why I always encourage parents to be really careful about the words that they are using with their children. How many times we have heard, even not from our parents, maybe at the school, you are stupid. And saying that, hearing that many times, let's say 2, 3, 4, 5 times, now it's become a program in my subconscious, in our subconscious mind. So here we have this X programs in our subconscious mind. This line started to be there at the age of 7 or 9. Now our conscious mind is there, and whatever is stored in our subconscious mind is there as well. Now I can accept or reject. Now I can say, I don't like this, I want that, I don't accept this. This is the subconscious. Now I started to think about things, not receive things. I start to think about these things, not only receiving. Whatever programs have been stored in our subconscious mind, of course, we will take actions according to what is hidden in our subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind has, as I explained earlier, it's the belief system, it's our values, it's our needs, it's our memories, our emotions. And of course, that determines what kind of actions I'm taking using my body, and that lead me to have X results in my reality. Now, why we remain in bondage? As I explained, now I have certain results. Let's say I have this finance issues, okay? And these are the results that I'm seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling. All the time I'm seeing the results and of course, that will take me in this circle again and again and again. And I will be always having the X results, because this is what I see, this is what I'm thinking about, this is what I feel, this is the reality, this is the environment that is around me. Now, I have to say, no, I don't want this kind of life. I deserve a better life. And I know what I want. And I start to think to create a new idea. Now let's see the programs, talking about the programs that in my subconscious mind. 2 factors determine which programs will run in your subconscious mind. Thoughts repeated often, thoughts charged with emotion. Now, the beautiful question, what are you thinking of most of the time? What are you feeling most of the time? You see, when we ask this actually, we will be aware now. I will have my attention to what's going on inside me, not outside. This outside will keep changing, will keep happening, but when I make it happen in the way that I want, then I enjoy my life and I can say I'm happy. Yes, I'm living the life that I want, I'm living the life that I deserve. So maybe you can write down, just to answer this question later, what kind of thoughts you are repeating over and over or quite often will create the quality of energy that we are living in. And this energy, of course, results that match that quality of energy. When I'm talking about energy, it's about emotions. It's the inner state. So often, how do you feel about your present circumstances? These two questions are for you. Maybe you can write down and really think about the answers. Because this is how you start to, or the change will start from these answers. Now, to get different results, it's easy. We have to follow only these 3 steps. Do a virus scan. They choose to stay in their comfort zone. They don't bother. So what do you choose? So what do you choose? It's about doing a virus scan, seeing and asking yourself, do I really want to keep these programs are these useful programs? Are they supporting me, guiding me to the place where I want to be? It's time to quarantine bad programs. This is step 2. And of course, after doing this, leading to the 3rd step, upload new programs by repetition and by charging those thoughts, new ideas with emotions. Some people run their lives with programs they got it, since they were 2, 3 years old, and they are at their 40s, 50s now, and they still allow these programs to run their lives because they are not aware of what's going on inside. It's really worth it. Let's say we have a new idea and I'm brave enough to really create a new idea. And this new idea, will symbolize it with Y. Okay? Let's see what's going to happen. I have this vision. I will say a vision, not an idea. I really do have this vision, and I want this vision to be in my life. And it begins with Rima. Word. I use a vision. I do have a vision. Now, to feel the emotions that you really want, just think of something that you really want. Let's do it now. Let's do it now. Just take a second and think of something that you really want in your life. Check what kind of emotions you have now. How do you feel? What do you feel? Isn't it beautiful? Just to imagine that what I really want is happening right now. And I will tell you a secret. Our subconscious mind doesn't know that this is not real. Always say, just imagine that your subconscious mind has eyes, but these eyes see only. Is it beautiful? Is it the vision that you really want? Is it pleasant? Do you feel the pleasure? Feel the emotion you expect to feel as if it was already true. And your subconscious mind definitely cannot differentiate or distinguish the difference between an experience that is imagined and one that is actually true. But your subconscious mind also is intelligent enough to know that it's not, or maybe you are faking this, but the subconscious mind will know that it's really true only when the emotions start. Because these emotions that you experience in your body, then the inner eyes see what's going on inside your body. Yes, his subconscious mind is want, truly. And just feel the emotions. Now, I have this great vision. I created this new idea by my conscious mind. Now, I told my subconscious mind that this is what I want, I feel it. And faith is nothing but to believe in something you cannot see. Now, you will take actions according to this new idea. This is what I want. I feel it in me. Yes, it feels good. Yes, let me act on this idea. And the new vibration that you will be in causes you to resonate with more favorable opportunities as you take actions corresponding Y results and become predictable. It's so easy when you are resonating in the vibrations that matches your vision. It's so easy for the right people to show up. It's a must. It's by law that the right opportunity. It's that easy. It's that easy. Now, just keep this. It's why are there I feel my vision in my body. I act on that and I will get Y results. Most of people, when they say, I'm thinking, they are not thinking. They have a busy mind. But you are not thinking. Busy mind thinking of the current reality. It's useless. It's definitely useless. Busyness, it's the X results that it was always there, and the X results that will be always there. This is the circle that most people that they are in. Now, comfort zone. It's that I need to put effort. It's about I need to challenge myself. It's about I need to change and challenge my beliefs. And sometimes it's painful. But it's worth it. Just know what to do about it. Now I am aware that I have this barrier. I am aware that I'm not confident enough maybe. I am aware that I'm afraid to be successful. I am aware of that maybe I'm afraid to be well known. Recognize it. Then understand it. After these 2 steps, what are you going to do with it? Keep it? Stay with it? Or just challenge that and come over it. Gain awareness which gives you confidence to help you to get through it. Do whatever it takes. I don't know what you need to do, but do whatever it takes just to overcome this barrier, because only then you will get the new results in your life. Let's start from the beginning. I am here, I have these X programs, now I got a new idea, it's a great vision, I'm excited, I love it. Yes, now I'm in trouble, I have Y and X. I'm still acting upon X programs that I used to have. Now, why I feel it in my body. I have Y and X in my subconscious mind, and I feel Y and X in my body, and I feel anxious. I'm afraid. I am in dis-ease. If I stay there, diseases will start. The stress increased. Because now I cannot get rid of this Y. It's there. It's there. And I'm aware that I have this terror barrier. Look what most people they do. When they reach this stage, they go back to their comfort zone. I will say no. I'm anxious, I'm afraid, I don't like this, I don't like what I feel, I don't want to do this, I don't want to be in this, and I'm just fine. And just go back to their comfort zone. Yeah, it's easier actually, it's much easier. Stay where you are. It takes effort, it needs effort to get out of your comfort zone. And once you do this, the freedom is there. And only then you will get your Y results. Take action on the new idea in spite of the anxiety. Fear will always be there. It's something new to us. We are always afraid of new things. But once we cross this barrier, it's the freedom. It's a new level. It's a new reality. New results. The question is, what do you really want? What do you really want? Do you want to stay in your comfort zone, or you want the freedom? Are you fulfilled with the current reality, or you believe that you deserve a better reality? Or you believe you can have the reality that you really want? But the question is, what do you want? Only then you can create a new reality that you really deserve. And the answers are with you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your very good speech on the topic, how we create our reality.
Yes.
Now, after this illustrative, informative keynote speech, it is time for all of us to have the discussion on the topic. So I request participants, if you have any doubt, any question,
Yes,
or any
I'm
suggestion.
ready for any questions, definitely. And I prefer if you can write down the questions, sometimes the voice is not that clear. The thing is, it's not about giving a talk or sharing this. It's not about the information, as I mentioned at the beginning. It's about the knowledge. And it's not about the knowledge. Knowledge is power. Some people, they will say or use this phrase, knowledge is power. No. Using the knowledge is power. It's not about I know this, I know that. Now I have the knowledge. If I have the knowledge and I'm not using the knowledge, that knowledge, it's useless. It's useless. It's only for my ego. Oh, I know this much. using the knowledge, only then you can get the power. What are you going to do with this knowledge? I hope that I left you with an impact to act, I will say.
Madam Rima, this is Badiuddin
Yes.
Ahmad from Hyderabad, India. Your lecture was revolving around both conscious and subconsciousness of the mind to get to get the reality of how to reach reality, how to get the reality. No,
Yes.
in between I interrupted you. You said in the beginning in the one slide that 80% of psychological factors, apart from this conscious and subconscious of mind, what are the other factors which are really responsible for getting or getting the reality?
Okay, if I got the question right, what affects our subconscious mind? Is this what are you saying? I actually, if you can write down this question, I appreciate if you can write down the question, because
So
I
my
have
simple
another
question is that what other factors apart from conscious and subconsciousness of the mind, what other factors which really take us to the reality?
Okay. As I mentioned, thank you for this question. As I mentioned, actually, it's about our inner world. Whatever we have in our inner world, and let's go back to what do we have in our inner world? It's not, I'm saying the subconscious mind, but it's about our value system. It's about our belief system. It's about our psychological needs. It's about the patterns that we have. These all are stored in our subconscious mind. Now, the question is, what kind of programs do I have? And are these supporting my vision? Are these beliefs supporting my visions? Mainly, I will say the belief system. Now, some people will say, no, we are living in a certain country, we have this kind of circumstances, look at the situation, look at what's happening in the world, and I will always say, everyone is living in his own world. Everyone has his own map of reality. It's that we all are living in this universe, but everyone is living in his own reality, own world. Once you start, be aware of these psychological factors, things will start to change around you. As I mentioned, the right opportunities will appear. These are laws in life. Most of people, they are not aware of these laws. Outer circumstances will keep changing, but I cannot control. If I keep focusing on the outer circumstances, these are things that I cannot control. Focusing on things that I cannot control or out of my control will not lead me to where I want to be. But what I can control, what is under my control, is my inner world. Once I start to change these factors, things will start to change around me. I will always say it's the beginning. I cannot add more factors because it's all start from us. Okay, now I will answer this question that I have received. How to train our subconscious mind to maintain ever happiness in current times of uncertainty. Yes, the uncertainty that we are living in. Sometimes uncertainty is good because it gives us the variety, you know. Once we are certain about everything, everything will start to be boring. Uncertainty, it's not something bad sometimes, because uncertainty sometimes will lead us to, again, motivate us to what to do. What do I need to do more? What do I need to change here? Okay? But I will say about always be happy. You cannot. Nobody can. This is against life itself. You know, as I always use to use this example, You know the flat line, when we see the flat line, we always see it when we are dead. Life will always be like this, ups and downs, and this is natural. I will say this is natural. But instead of maintaining this happy state, I will say maintain the balanced state. Balanced state is what we need, because when we are balanced, actually we can choose or make better choices. These better choices will lead where we can feel more relaxed, happier, add more joy to our lives, not being in stress all the time. So maintain the balanced state. Started with at the very beginning of my presentation about the thoughts, emotions, and the meanings. The main thing is my focus, where my focus is. Am I focusing now on the war of Ukraine and all of this stuff? Am I focusing on diseases in the world? Am I focusing on all the problems that are happening? Definitely this kind of focus will lead me to be in uncertainty and will lead me to have not pleasant emotions, I will say. But what about focusing on things that I really have in my life? Blessings. My focus is what can I do instead of what I can't control. My focus is on what can I give more than what can I get. So it's, you see, what can we maintain? It's only our focus, thoughts, emotions. We can choose our emotions because we do them. We do our emotions. Now, thank you all for your comments. Any question? I'm not reading any question. To control emotion of anger, because some say, is it good to control an emotion of anger? No, don't control. This is not the right word to be used with anger. Anger needs to be managed, maybe it's a better word. Anger needs to be observed. Do this. When you are experiencing anger, try to watch yourself from within. What I mean by watching, it's about, and I did it, by the way, at the beginning as a practice, and it was so much fun. It was really fun to watch yourself when you are angry, but from within. I'm not saying to go in front of a mirror. Just watch your tone of voice. Watch the movement of your hands. Watch that anger in energy comes out of your body. That fire. The moment you started to watch that energy, that anger will not control you anymore. The anger will be there, but you will not be controlled by your anger. And you don't need to control your anger, actually, because you will be aware of that. Once you are aware, anger is not harmful. Anger is okay. It's part of our emotions. It's part of our lives.
It just gives results also. Sometimes anger, positive results also.
Yes, use that power.
Yeah.
Use that energy. Do something good with that. When you are angry, maybe moving some stuff. Maybe I don't know what can you do. Actually, I don't get angry quite often. Thank God.
Because too much
Any other question?
too much compression may also be dangerous. You cannot think the reality. So it's better to have some angry in our emotions.
Okay. Yes. Thank you for your comments. Okay. If no more questions, actually, maybe Doctor, you can end this session.
Thank you so much, madam. It was very wonderful lecture from your side.
Just wait.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Just wait, madam, please.
Thank you, ma'am, for your keynote speech, and thank you, active participants, for taking part in the question answer session. Now, after this keynote speech and question answer session, I request Dr. M. Ambedkar sir for his concluding words. Please, sir, welcome.
Thank you, Professor Karad sir, and
Welcome.
all the before that today's resource person Rima madam, all the participants, those who are joined newly, that's Mohammad Hasni sir, and other was with Urdu language, so I can't read him. Those who are joined from UAE, also our daily joining member Badruddin Ahmed sir, Prashant Ugade sir, Professor K.N. Kadam sir, Mahendra Singh Pawar sir, Irbad Hanimid sir, who joined. We have enjoyed today's international webinar. From the first line, you own our all these things, means intensity of listening, because from continuously you are just saying about the how to increase the power, what are its possibilities, how we think, how we what is the factors which are affecting this. So this continuously we are listening very silently, and very impressively you have supported all the things about this topic. In between interacted all the members to you, also support you to that. I was just thinking that I like our channel of India channel, means Sanskar channel, or any sent person is thinking to give guidance, something new thing, holy things, how to so like this you are continuously.